That's right, Dom. Just about 30 seconds ago, we saw the former president emerge from the motorcade. You see the picture there, give a quick wave to supporters on the scene outside the courthouse and make his way in underneath that scaffolding, whereupon we expect that the former president of the United States will be fingerprinted. He'll be photographed. He'll be treated in many ways like any other defendant in a criminal case, except this is no ordinary criminal case. As you can tell by the motorcades and the barricades surrounding the courthouse today, there is an enormous amount of global attention focused on Lower Manhattan at the moment as we wait to see the unsealing now of the indictment against the president. Remember, the main event today really is going to be the entire global population being able to have access to what it is that the charges are in this case. We know that the former president has been indicted by the vote of a grand jury. What we don't know is what he's been charged with exactly. That information could be coming in a matter of moments. We expect to see it at least before 2:15 p.m. when the hearing is set to begin. The president's formal arraignment will take place. We do expect to see still cameras inside the courtroom taking still photographs of the former president. We will not see video cameras recording that event or at least broadcasting that event live. There will be a pool camera inside the courthouse, and we do expect that the former president will have the opportunity to approach reporters there and make a statement if he so chooses. The former president has been known to make statements before to pool cameras, so we'll watch for that as well, Dom. So a fluid situation in Lower Manhattan, but we're waiting now for any indication that we're going to see what this indictment actually is released publicly. No way of knowing right now exactly how we're going to get that. Will that be a paper release from the courthouse? Will that be an electronic release on the docket? We're still waiting for the mechanism of how we'll find that information out over the next, call it, 45 minutes to an hour or so. Dom.
Okay, so really quickly, Eamon, you mentioned how it's alike and not like any other criminal proceeding that we might have. This is a situation where we're not expecting President Trump to be in handcuffs at all. There's not going to be a perp walk, so to speak. There will not be mug shots. We're not expecting that to happen as well. But there's a heavy police presence. Have you seen or heard anything about whether or not this is going to be a situation where there could be a little bit more fluidity to the protest environment right now?
Yeah, we've seen protesters, both pro and anti-Trump, in the area surrounding the courthouse. We've seen people waving flags, shouting at each other, one or two scuffles earlier in the day. So far, though, it's pretty much as expected in terms of the scene around the courthouse and the spectacle there. A lot of attention-seeking people have made their way there because they know that there's going to be a horde of cameras there. If you want to get your picture taken, you go down to the media circus and see what's going on, right? So there's some of that going on. But the key here is to get the access to the information about what this indictment actually is. That's going to be unfolding in the next, hour or so, and we'll figure out exactly how serious these charges are, how many there are, what exactly the evidence is against the former president. But you're right, no handcuffs, no perp walk. The extent that you are going to see a perp walk, it's what we just saw, the moment where the former president gets out of the motorcade and enters the courthouse. That's a moment that we've never seen before in American history, Dom. A former president of the United States facing criminal charges, reporting in, surrendering himself for his arraignment. It's something new in American history, and we just saw it.
Okay. Eamon Javers, I know you'll be staying on top of this for the duration of the afternoon and beyond as well. Thank you very much for that. We'll get back to you later on.